It's really good if we start in a nice comfortable seat. So if you can sit, maybe with your legs crossed if that's comfortable for you. And we're going to do the annoying thing is we're going to bring the wrong foot forward. I hate it when a teacher does this. Okay. So we know what we've all been going through for the last few days. And I want to make it clear that movement plays such an important part psychologically as well as physically, because you can truly start to understand the context and the experience that you are in by connecting to your body. You're going to be feeling bits and pieces in your body right now that are unusual and you may not be aware of them. So we're going to work on bringing some awareness to you. We're also going to work a little bit with the vascular system. We're going to work on our tippy toes. So we're going to come onto our toes at set points throughout the practice. Music is too loud. Great, thank you. Bear with me. Is that better? Awesome. Okay. So as you've been holding tension in your body for the last few days, you won't be aware of where you hold that tension. And we're going to bring a little bit of awareness to that as well. First of all, I imagine everybody's sitting there and you're taking a little bit of a cashew nut shape. So I want you to just bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll your shoulder blades down through your spine. Okay? Do that a few times and start to notice with each one that you do, allow the heart, the chest to come a little bit further forward. But while you're doing this, be aware you're not sticking your butt out behind you. Try and feel that the pubic bone is moving up towards the belly button. So instead of this, we're looking for this. I'm trying to get some good posture into the spine, okay? Just work on those two little bits and pieces while I bring the last few people into the practice. As you inhale, the shoulders are coming up to the ears, the hips are staying grounded, you're exhaling and the shoulders are coming down. Good, good, good. Okay. Once you feel that you have found the shoulders with a little bit of tension and traction behind them, I want you to think about the two little points either side of your spine, just above where your bra strap would be. And I want you to just squeeze those little fibers of muscle together. That's going to bring a little bit more of an opening to the collarbone. Good. Now close off the eyes and start to feel the breath coming in through your nose. Keep the mouth closed. And in this lovely posture that you've just achieved, let the breath come all the way down to the belly. So as the belly expands with the breath, maintain the integrity of the shoulders and the spine. And as you exhale, consciously start to draw the belly towards the spine. So you're starting to use the intrinsic muscles of the core. Good. Inhale through the nose, relax the shoulders. Feel the heart with a little bit more space, expand the belly. And then exhale, gently drawing the navel in towards the spine. Good. Try and keep the focus throughout the practice onto this breath. Try not to hold your breath. And try and notice that the breath is going to come all the way down to the bottom of the lungs, the side of the body, and the back of the ribs. So there's this full, wholesome breath starting to feed your system with fresh oxygenated blood. A new opportunity, a fresh look, and just a moment, maybe for the next 50 or 60 minutes, of you allowing yourself to stay right here, right now. Resist the urge to succumb to any digital distractions. anyone that's in your space that might be pulling on you and needing you. Just allow yourself to be fully present here. Notice where your thoughts may be landing. And then let your thoughts land right inside your heart. That this practice is for you to take a reflection on the experience, on the challenges, but also on gratitude, on ability. Good. Now coming back into the breath, bringing some regulation. On the inhale, take it in for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Good. Just take a few more rounds of that breath, using the focus of your mind to focus on your own count. Making sure those shoulders are nice and relaxed. The hips feel grounded. And the spine has a sense of length and strength. Just take one more round of the breath with control. Now with this inhale, take the breath all the way in. Bring the breath all the way in, all the way up to the top of the lungs. Fill the lungs to the top, broaden the collarbones. Hold the breath here, hold the breath. And exhale, sigh. Inhale again, bring the breath all the way in, fill the lungs, the back, the front, the side, the top, all the way up to the collarbones. Stay here, hold the breath. And sigh. Good. Gently opening the eyes, and we're going to move to a little bit of movement. Bring the arms up as you inhale, and the right arm is coming down to the side. You're not going to place it on the floor or a bolster. You're going to let it just hover there. Reach up with the left arm and exhale, come into that side stretch, but it's hands-free. So you're beginning to use a little bit of an active stretch. Breathing into the side of the body. And with each exhale, staying in control of the body, hovering that hand, exhaling a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, bring both arms up. Now you're going to exhale the left arm down, but let it hover. Reach up with the right, and then take the exhale over. Keep hovering that hand. Actively using the oblique muscles around the side of the core. Relax the shoulders. Bring the energy to the fingertips. Turn the palm towards the floor. Good. And if anyone's joined us, please make sure that you are on mute. Good. Inhale, bring both arms up. Now here's the fun stuff. Exhale to the right. Left hand comes to right knee, but it's going to hover. You're going to look behind you, and again, your hands free in the twist. So inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, not leveraging with the hands, but using the strength of the core to take you a little bit deeper. Okay? Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hands are free, be active. And exhale. Good. Now you're going to come back to the front. Take the right hand to the left knee. Left arm behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Hands free, don't use anything for leverage. Exhale, take it a little bit deeper. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, relaxing the shoulders. And exhale a bit deeper into the pose. Well done. One more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, deepen, really using the activity of the muscles. And come back to the front. Inhale, arms rise. Now we're coming passive, so the hand comes down to the mat and you exhale all the way over, and you're going to feel a much nicer release into the muscles after the activity. Good. Inhale, bring both arms up. Let's exhale over to the left, stretching and reaching through the right side of the body. Inhale, bring it all the way up, and now exhale to the right again, left hand to right knee. Use the hands for leverage as you get into the twist. The final thing to turn is your head. Good. Keep using the breath with each movement. The exhale will take you a little bit deeper. And inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale over to the left, right hand to left knee. Again, feel the freedom and the enjoyment of that passive stretch as you use the arms for leverage, getting deeper into the twist. Great. And release, exhale, come back to the front. If you're sat on anything, just move it to the side. Come to your all fours. The wrists are stacked under the shoulders. The knees are stacked under the hips. And start to bring some weight and roll the shoulders over the wrists. Really start to feel the weight come into the wrists. So you're waking the wrists up. Push the fingertips into the mat as well. So there's energy in the hands. And just go back the other way. Don't be afraid to take the shoulders beyond the wrists as well. Okay. Now take the hands facing out to the outside of the mat and gently move over from side to side. So you're going to get a bit of a stretch on the inside of the wrist and maybe a little compression on the inside of the wrist from side to side. And use the breath with each movement here. Start to experiment and experience how that feels when you're really bringing the breath into the movement. Great. Now the last one is you're going to bring the palms round. So the fingers are now facing the knees. Again, see if you can push the fingertips into the mat and then gently move the hips towards the heels and figure that stretch at the front of the wrists. Gently, gently. Stay with the breath. Regulate the breath. And come back to neutral. Put the palms back onto the mat. As you inhale, drop the belly down, relax the shoulders back and just gaze forward. As you exhale, curl into your spine, look behind you, and just take a little bit of time here in your cat position. Keep breathing in your cat position, feeling from one side to the other. Maybe taking little circles with your hips around the knees. Moving it in any way that feels intuitive, instinctive, and feels like you could maybe iron out a few wrinkles inside. Good. Now come back to a neutral spine. I want you to tuck the toes at this stage. As you tuck the toes, put the weight into the toes, push the fingertips into the mat again, and just let the knees come up. Draw the navel into the spine. Relax the head. Don't have tension in the neck. Holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale the knees down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, heart forward. Come to your cow. Exhale, come to your cat. Find your neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Bring the knees up. Holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, bringing the knees down, untucking the toes. Bring the left knee out to the side. Now I'm going to face you so you can see here. The left knee is going to come out to the side and you're going to pull the toe towards the knee. So there is tension and flexion through the hip, through the knee, and through the ankle. And I want you to keep holding on to that tension. Tuck the right toe behind you for stability and start to take really big circles through the hip joint using the glute, not moving the hips for the movement, just using that left leg, moving it up and down slowly, but maintaining tension in the foot. Good. Now take it back the other way. As big as you can get, and take the movement articulating from the hip joint, not from the knee. Think about the hip moving. The knee and the foot are just kind of candy floss on the cake. The real stuff is in the hip joint. Good, good, good. Okay. Keeping that toe tucked, I want you to bring the left leg out to the side. So it's coming up to hip height now. And I want you to keep it at hip height and gently start to bring it forward. Then take it all the way back behind you. Keep a flexion in that ankle. Straighten the leg, bring it all the way forward, as forward, as forward, as forward as you can be. And then take it all the way back, maintaining hip height all the time and maintaining stability in the hips. So try not to push the right hip out to the side. Keep it nicely stacked over the knee. Right. Now get ready, because you're going to bring that left leg all the way forward again, until you can place it hands-free onto the mat. Now you're not going to sink down into Anjaneyasana. You're going to stay in your 90 and 90. Keep that toe tucked behind you. Tuck the pelvis in. Pubic bone comes up to meet belly button, and bring the arms up. So you're really squeezing into the right glute here to keep the integrity of the tension through the lower leg. As you push the hips forward, rise the belly button up a little bit and you'll feel a stretch through the front of the right thigh. Good. You're going to exhale, bring the hands down. Lift the left leg up and slowly take it all the way back behind you. And gently bring it down. Let's go to the other side. The right leg comes out to the side. We're going to do those hip circles with the right leg. So again, starting at the hip joint, going in whichever direction you want to start. Big circles. Leading with the hip, not the knee, and maintaining flexion all the time through the ankle. That's one of the most important things, because you're activating all of the muscles in the leg by doing that and bringing tension into the muscles. Think of the muscles pulling towards the bone, the skin pulling towards the muscle pulling towards the bone. And remember to go back the other way. Okay. Now straighten the leg out to the side. Remember, keep it at hip height. And very slowly bring it forward. And then take it back behind you. As you exhale, you're bringing it forward, still working with the breath. And then releasing, taking it back behind you. One more, full, complete. Good. And take it back. Now with this one, you're going to bring it all the way to the front, as far, as slowly and carefully as you can. Place the toes down. And come up to your 90 and 90. Tuck the toes. Bring the pubic bone up to the belly button. Start to bring a posterior tilt to the pelvis. Bring the arms up and don't open the chest. Start to wrap the hands round. Squeeze in through the left glute. As you do that, the hips move forward and you feel the opening in the front of the left thigh. I hope you're all smiling and not sitting with cups of tea while you watch me. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down. Bring the foot up as much as you can, and then slowly take it back round. Wonderful. Bring the knee down. Inhale, bring the heart forward. One more little cow. Exhale, stay here in your cat. Now with your cat back, bring the hands ahead of you. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, maintaining that cat back so you're not sinking down into the chest. When you exhale, you're going to bring your elbows all the way in to the waist, and that will bring the chest down. But you're going to inhale and bring the chest up. Exhale, bringing the chest down. Inhale, bringing it up. Final time now as you inhale, exhale, bring it down and settle here. Bring the hands ahead of you, little fingers onto the floor. The palms are facing each other. The first one is you're going to inhale and just bring the right arm up. You're going to exhale the right arm down. You're going to inhale the left arm up and exhale it down. Leave the feet where they are. Inhale, both arms rise up for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, bring them both down. Inhale, right leg rises, hands are down. Exhale, bring the right leg down. Inhale, left leg. And exhale it down. Inhale, both legs. If that's pinching in the lower back, just take the legs a little bit wider for 3, for 2, and for 1, bring them down. Gather your breath, and you're going to take the arms and the legs up for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring the palms under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Look down onto the mat. Bring the tension and the flexion back into the ankles so the thighs will rise up from the mat. Relax the shoulders down. Bring the elbows into the waist. And from here, you're going to rise all the way up to your high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Exhale the hips back to your down dog. And just staying in your down dog for a few breaths, experiencing and exploring, pedaling the feet maybe from side to side. Maybe you want to rock the hips. But all of the time being aware that you're pushing the fingertips into the mat, activating the hands. And now I want you to come onto the toes. You may need to bend your knees if you want to do this. And I want you to feel a sense of the hips going higher. And maybe a little bit more stretch or space in the back of the hamstrings, the back of the glutes. Good. From here, you're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat. Stay on your toes. Bend your knees if you need to, but try and stay on your toes. Once you're in your full fold, take an inhale, half lift. Exhale, come down. Staying on your toes is a bit of a challenge. Now you can bend into your knees as you slowly inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Good. Exhale, bring the heels down. Now we're going to focus a little bit on coming onto the toes. Why? Because 2 people are in the waiting room. Sorry guys, I'm a bit late. We're coming onto the toes because just at the bottom of your calf is a very important valve in your body. So you've got that nice meaty squidgy bit of your calf, and at the bottom is the area that we refer to as the second heart. So when your mobility changes and you may be a little bit more stagnant, we want to kind of get the fluids moving, the heart moving, the cardio moving. And by focusing on that valve, bringing some action into the second heart is going to help. And the way we do that is coming onto the toes. So just at the back of your mat now, enjoy the experience of coming up onto your toes, seeing where the challenge is in your body with the balance. Some people will feel it in the thighs. Some people will feel it in the glutes. Now, don't lose the posture that we worked on at the beginning. So don't find the balance by losing the integrity of your body. Remember to relax the shoulders down, bringing the heart forward, and maybe squeezing into the glutes. Okay. Now from here, you're going to take your catwalk to the top of the mat on your toes. Good, good. When you get there, use the exhale to bring the heels all the way down. Okay. Close the eyes and just let yourself ground here. Allow yourself a moment to just feel all the sensations in the body, the areas that you've moved. Are you familiar with using the breath like this? Are you familiar with moving your body like this? And just give yourself a little bit of grace. From here, take an inhale. Take it all the way up to the top of the lungs as we did before. And exhale, sigh. Good. Surya Namaskar, a sun salutation. As you inhale, bring your arms all the way up. As you exhale, come to your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen, look forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to get to your full fold with the hands to the floor. Step both feet back to your high plank, or if you jump, do that. From here, exhale, bringing the chest down, and if you need to drop the knees, do that. Inhale, bring the heart up, draw the shoulders back, squeeze the glutes. And exhale, push the hips back to down dog. Just take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it in. And out. In. And out. Look to the top of the mat as you inhale, bend your knees. And as you exhale, take a little skip, hop, jump or thump to your full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, back to high plank or chaturanga. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale to down dog. Stay here, inhale. And out. Breathe it in. And out. One more time in. And out. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale to full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands down. Good. Last time. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Take the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, down dog. Stay here, counting your breath to yourself. Just allow yourself grace, stillness, and presence. And final breath. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to the top of the mat. Full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms rise. Join the palms. Exhale the prayer to the heart. Close off the eyes. And again, just take a moment to regulate the breath. Ground through the feet. Remembering to relax the shoulders. Opening through the front of the chest. Length through the spine. Good. You're going to take a sweep with the fingers down to the mat, bend the knees, and as you inhale, the arms rise. You're coming to chair pose. You're going to come onto the tippy toes again from here. You're going to exhale down a little bit more, holding here for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, you're going to bring the palms onto the mat. If you have a crow, please take a little play here. If you don't have a crow, you are coming to Malasana, and you're just taking a little bit of work to the inner thighs. The elbows are coming inside the knees, and take a little rock and roll forwards and back, getting some stretch into the abductors. If you're playing with crow, come down now and join us in Malasana. Good. Exhale, bring the palms down to the mat. The feet come into parallel again, and you inhale back up to chair. Exhale here, full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Okay, so now you're going to take just the right leg behind you at hip height. Keep the hands on the mat if you need for balance. Remember to always bring tension into the foot, so you're flexing the ankle, drawing the toes towards the knee. Option to stay here, or you're going to come high onto the heel again, come up onto the toes. Option to stay here, or release the hands and come to your balance. Your choice of which option you're taking. Good. Slowly bring the heel down. As you exhale, bend into the knee, place the foot behind you. Inhale up to your high lunge. Now remember, this high lunge, we're focusing on the toes. So find some flexion in the toes there. Rather than pushing the heel to the back, see if you can make the heel come up. You might need to bend into the knee a little bit, holding here for 3. Squeeze the right glute for 2. And for 1. Exhale, bring the hands down. Bring the right to join the left. Full fold. Inhale, half lift. This is bringing length to the back of the legs. Exhale, come down again. Take the left leg back behind you, hip height. Flex into the toe. Keep the hands down if you need to. You're going to come high onto that heel again. Use the core. Draw the navel in. And then challenge your balance if you can take the hands off. Remember to breathe. Exhale the heel down. Bend into the right leg and take the left foot behind you. Inhale, arms rise, high lunge. Again, you're focusing on the toes at the back, so not the heel pushing back, the heel coming up. Squeeze in the left glute. Open the heart for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left to join the right, full fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Bend into the knees, arms rise. And then come all the way up to standing. Good. We're going to come to a few standing practices now. Again, playing around with coming up onto the toes. And all the time thinking about the skin coming to the muscle coming to the bone, finding tension throughout your whole body for support, but always keeping the shoulders down and relaxed. When you do that, you're going to get space at the front of your body for the breath. So now raise the heel of the right foot, stay grounded on the left. You're going to just take some external rotation in the right hip. We're not really going to tree pose. I want you to lift up through the waist, squeeze in through the left glute, and in that external rotation of the right knee, I want you to bring the knee slowly up, but it's not coming out to the side. I want you to almost see if you can do a foot-free tree pose. So you're not connecting the foot to the leg. You're just finding that exterior rotation in the hip, the bend in the knee, and again, the flexion in the foot, drawing the tension through the leg. Got it? Sometimes it's easier to bring the arms up for balance. And then you're going to slowly start to move the hip around again in the hip capsule. Keeping tension in the leg, using the left glute to support the left leg. Lifting out from the waist, don't slump, and go back the other way. The body does like some equality. Okay. Now, You're going to bring it across onto the right knee. You're going to bend into the right knee. And you've got options to just stay here and get a little bit more into that exterior rotation. If I have yogis with me and you're practicing any arm balances, now is your time to come down. I don't have that exterior rotation in my left leg, but I'll show you on the right when we get there. Little time to play. You can take some pulses here. You can feel the tension through the left leg. If at any time it's too much, release, roll out the ankle, and come back in. Good. If you're arm balancing, come down, release the leg, and come back to standing. Great. Now bring the weight onto the right leg, lift the heel of the left. Take the external rotation, flex into the ankle, get the tension in the leg, lift up from the waist, squeeze in through the right glute, and just start to find that pseudo kind of tree pose. The foot free. Nice. Use the breath to regulate. Then when you're ready, start to take your movements through the hip capsule. Not focusing on moving the knee or the ankle, just moving the hip capsule. That's great. And go back the other way. That's it. And then find its resting place on the right knee, left ankle to right knee. Find your pulses. If you're arm balancing, take the palms down and come to your little practice there. Whatever you feel like your body needs to do today. Good. And then release, bringing the legs slowly down to standing. Okay. Come to the top of the mat. Now step back with whichever leg is going to allow you to face me to the camera. That might be the left or the right. You might need to reorientate your mat. I want you to take the heels in and the toes out to the side. Goddess pose. Don't go so extreme because remember, we're going to bring the toes up at some point. As you exhale, you're going to bring the hips down. And you're going to have a little bit of rock and roll movement through the hips here. Again, feel the tension through the thighs. Now feel the tips of the toes pushing down into the mat, almost gripping. And feel the difference of the sensation that comes up through the inner thigh. Okay, go a little lower. Now, you're going to bring the heels up. Good. Bring the heels up. Maybe you can stay there. Maybe you need to drop them down for a little while. Maybe you can bring them back up. And exhale them down. Inhale, straighten the legs. Now bring the toes in so the feet are parallel. Bring the hands to the hips. Bring the elbows back. Open through the heart. As you exhale, take a soft, soft bend in the knee and the chest is going to come all the way down. Once it's parallel with the mat, release the hands under the shoulders. Continue your journey with the exhale, stretching through the back of the legs. Connecting back to the slow, nourishing breath. Inhale, bring the chest up to a half lift. Exhale, go down a little bit further. Now pay attention, you're going to bend into the left knee. As you bend into the left knee, the right leg is straightening and you're coming to Skadasana. Bring the chest up. The heel can be high, it can be low. I don't mind here. Everybody's flexibility will be different. You're going to take the left arm under the left knee and you're just going to inhale and bring the arm up to find a good stretch. So there's an opposing energy happening here between the arm and the knee. The knee is pushing into the arm is pushing into the knee. Again, make sure that toe on the right leg is flexed. Opening the heart, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the mouth, the face, softening your eyes. Good. Exhale, bring the hand down. You're going to come back to your wide-legged forward fold. So the feet are facing in again. Just stretch it out through the back. Now you're going to move over to the other side. So the right foot might turn out a little bit as you bend into the right knee, exhaling down, straightening into the left knee. Draw the left toes up. Bring the right arm under the right knee and inhale, opening to your stretch. Find the opposing energy between the knee and the arm and the knee. Good. Using the breath to feel into your body. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Exhale, bring the left hand down and move back to the center. Draw the feet in again, full fold. Bend into the knees as you inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Step to the top of the mat. Bend into the knees, inhale, arms rise. We're coming back to chair. You're going to go a little bit lower, all the way down until you are seated. I'm going to come to boat pose, and your options here are for your feet to stay flat if that's how you're feeling. Your toes can hover, your legs can be parallel, or you can bring them all the way. Reaching the arms forward as you smile for 3, for 2, and for 1. You're going to exhale and open to soup bowl. You're going to inhale and come back up for 3, for 2, and for 1. Exhale, opening. Inhale, coming back up. Final time for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now you're going to join the soles of the feet together. Butterfly the knees. Inhale, open through the chest, and exhale, just hinging at the hips, coming forward. Softening the breath and allowing the hips to open at their own pace, in their own way. Keeping the mind in your practice, not wandering off just because we're slowing down. Okay. Inhale, bringing the chest up. Now I want you to find your way to face the camera with a seated wide leg. If this is feeling a bit difficult and you are slumped, grab a cushion to sit on. That's just going to lift the hips up enough so you can get anterior tilt to the pelvis rather than the posterior. Okay. Draw the toes towards the knees. Bring a lot of tension into the legs. Try and go hands-free if you can. And just holding the tension in your legs for a few breaths. Keep holding the tension. Maybe the heels have come off the ground. And relax. Okay. You're going to bring the right arm inside the right thigh, and the left arm is going to reach over towards the right leg. Maybe you can reach the toes. If you're too far away, you're going to take the back of your hand to the lower of your back. So you are opening through the shoulders still, and you're experiencing that lovely side stretch all the way through the left side of the body. And again, staying here with absolutely no rush. The slower you go, the more the body will open up, the more space you will feel, more access to flexibility, mobility, better recovery. Good. Now you're going to gently inhale and come all the way up. Take your time. Snuggle the left elbow into the left thigh, palm facing up. As you exhale, take the right arm all the way over. See if you can find the left foot, and if you can't, it's the back of the hand is coming to the lower back, so you are externally rotating the shoulder, opening through the chest still, gazing up. Relax your head. Connecting again to a nice regulated breath. Staying involved in yourself, in your practice, in your body. And then release, slowly coming all the way up, back to center. You're going to draw the legs together and we're going to sit with the legs out ahead, Tadasana. Now, if this is a little challenging and you're finding it hard, again, find a cushion. I'm sure you don't all have yoga blocks there. If you do happen to have a block, that can be incredibly useful as well to get into that anterior posture, anterior tilt of the pelvis. Okay, so now draw the toes up towards the knees again, and you'll feel the toes come off the mat. Bring the hands, the palms down next to the hips on the mat. Relax the shoulders down. Start to draw in through the pelvic floor. Draw the belly towards the spine and gently dip the chin to the chest, holding the tension in your body for 3, for 2, and for 1. And release the tension. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as you exhale, I want you to start reaching to your feet. Lead with your heart. Try not to curl into your back. Relax your shoulders down. Maybe you find your knees, your shins, or maybe you find your feet or your toes. And again, really slow down here. Don't pull or push or bounce. Just use each exhale to let yourself go a little bit deeper. Enjoy the time to explore your body, explore your feelings, explore what you think you may need to feel better. And then gently and slowly bring the chest all the way up. Keeping the feet at the top of the mat, bring the feet down onto the mat so you bend the knees, okay? Reach the arms forward, and now slowly, slowly exhale with control, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the mat. Draw the heels towards the fingers. And if you have a full practice in your full wheel in your practice, now is the time to take it. Otherwise, you're going to do bridge. So if you have a full wheel, the palms are coming under the shoulders. Make sure you push down with the feet, lifting the chest up, making sure you have integrity and care when you come down. Now, if you're not doing full wheel, join me with bridge. Make sure you can feel the heels with your fingers. Inhale, bring the hips all the way up, draw the knees together. Exhale, bring them down. Remember, as you inhale and you bring the hips, draw the knees together, draw the glutes together underneath as well. Exhale, bring it all down. Final time, inhale, bring the hips up, knees are together, glutes are engaged, chin to chest. Put the weight onto the left leg. Inhale, bring the right leg up for 3. Keep the hips high for 2. And for 1, exhale, bring the right leg down. Bring the weight to the right foot, hips are high, and the left leg rises for 3, for 2, And for 1, exhale, bring the left leg down. Now, if you're really sporty, you can bring both legs up. Probably not. Exhale, bring the hips all the way down. Now bring your knees into your chest and you're just going to rock from side to side. If you are in full wheel, come down and take a counter pose. From here, keep the left knee into the chest, straighten the right leg. Bring the left leg over to the right hand side, taking your twist, releasing the left arm to the side, palm facing up, and turn the head to the left. Now, as you lay in the twist here, notice where the challenge is in your body. Do you feel the stretch is needed in the hip, in the lower body? Or do you feel it's in the armpit, the chest, the arm? We're going to stay here for a few breaths while everything starts to open up a little bit. And to occupy your mind while we're here, keep the count of the breath in your mind. Inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. Okay. You're going to come back to center, bring both knees into the chest. Hold the right knee, straighten the left leg. Draw the right knee over to the left. Release the right arm, palm facing up, turn the head. And again, holding here with the breath. Feeling where the stretch needs to happen for you. And it may be different on each side. One side may need a stretch through the arm. The other side might enjoy a stretch through the hip, the thigh. Gently, gently. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. And bring the knees back into the chest. Give them a final hug. Squeeze everything. Bring the forehead up to the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold. Hold your breath here. And release. Straightening the legs. Bring the arms to the side, palms facing up. Close off the eyes. And we're going to have a little shavasana, a little rest at the end of the practice. This is going to help your somatic nervous system reconfigure and absorb the practice, everything that you did. Allow yourself, give yourself permission to stay here in the stillness. Gently with your breath. Keeping your mind focused still within your body. And just as you lay there, I have a poem. It's called Leisure by W.H. Davis. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight, streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, oh how they dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this is, full of care, if we have no time to stand and stare. Finishing the practice, Just take one last breath. Inhale all the way up to the top of your lungs, to your collarbone. Hold the breath here. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale. Hold the breath at the top. Find what you no longer need. And as you exhale, release it. Your nice calm exhale is going to allow you to stretch your arms above your head, release your body. You're going to exhale and bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Stay here. Remember that you need to put your oxygen mask on before you put anyone else's on. Squeeze yourself first. And then rolling to the left or right hand side, allowing yourself to come up to seated. Keeping the eyes closed and just staying in this final part of the experience. And allowing yourself permission to feel whatever you feel, whenever you feel it. Namaste. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen.